Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Games from Scratch, and today we have a humble bundle of interest to the musicians amongst us. Yes, today we have the Mega Sound Designer Loop Crate Volume 2. Now that Volume 2 part is a little misleading because a lot of this was actually in the first one. If you're here to pick up loops and samples and tracks, this is great, even if you already got the first one. But if you missed out on that first one, stay tuned because this was an excellent bundle with an amazing program in it. So if you're looking for a music production suite or you're already a musician and you're looking for a bunch of royalty-free tracks to use, this could be the perfect bundle for you. Just gotta warn you, this is Volume 2. Volume 1 already happened, and most of the software is a repeat at this point in time. We'll try to point out what is new, what is old in this video. So, what is this? Well, first off, Humble Bundle is a collection of stuff, in this case, audio tracks and software. You decide how your money is allocated between charity, Humble, the producer, and if you so choose, and thanks if you do, to support Game from Scratch. Everything is organized into tiers. You buy a higher dollar value tier, you get everything below it. And at the $1 tier, you're getting Mixcraft 8 Home Studio. This is an entry-level DAW or digital audio workstation, as well as melancholy chill hop, reggaeton with vocals, pop guitars, and algorithms, which is a horrible pun. Any one of these tracks, most of these are loops in that the beginning and the end are the same, so you can use them over and over and over again, that you use to compose your own songs out of. Any one of these you want to check out, almost all of them have YouTube preview. They are all royalty-free and can be used in commercial projects. And then Mixcraft, again, is an entry-level DAW. Now, there's another version of Mixcraft in here. That's the one you should be really excited about. But if you're looking for like an introduction to music mixing, this is not a bad choice. Next up, we jump to the middling tier, $26 Canadian right now. I'm guessing that's about 20 bucks. And here you're getting a couple of VSTs. A VST is a virtual instrument. I forget exactly what the acronym stands for, but basically they're like plugins that go into your DAWs. They give you the ability to use them as an instrument inside of them. And this one is a grand piano. Now do be aware, it runs on Windows only, so if you're using this on different platforms, that can be an issue. Although most VSTs are Windows only, but can be run through certain hosts on Linux. Just be aware of that. And then we have another one here, which is the MG1 Plus, a fun and funky Suristic MG1 Plus synthesizer, authentic recreation of the realistic MG1 synthesizer sold in Radio Shack stores in the 80s, if you're wondering what that was all about. So that's another virtual instrument we got going on here. $15 voucher for soundtrack loops. Then we get Mellow Moods, Glitch Arcade, The Greatest Jazz Beats, Latin Instruments, Jazzy Trip Hop, rock guitars, and finally Latin percussion. So you got a lot more tracks and loops to work with. Apparently there's 13,000 in all in this particular bundle. And then we get to the star of the show here, which is Mixcraft 9 Recording Studio. If you're interested in learning more about Mixcraft 9, first off, this should tell you something. I have it installed. I use a lot of software. A lot of times I'll install it, I'll learn it, I'll teach you guys about it, or I'll present it to you guys, and then I'll generally uninstall it and move on. This is a fresh install, and I still chose to install Mixcraft 9. Of all of the DAWs out there, including some really excellent free ones like LMMS, free-ish ones like Reaper and Cakewalk and so on, it's generally Mixcraft 9 that me as an amateur, I go back to. It's an excellent way to create and compose music. It's very, very easy to work with, and I did do a hands-on video with it. So if you want to see what Mixcraft 9 is all about before you get into it, I have already done a video. We'll get to that in just a few minutes. So that is the star of the show here. But even if you're not in the market for a DAW, or you're using something like LMMS or Reaper or Cakewalk or Band-Aid, there's tons of them. If you're using one of those other ones, all of these loops and instruments should still be of value to you. Most support the VST standard. So we got also here the Voltage Modulator Ignite. This is a virtual modulator synthesis platform designed from the outset to be the best sounding, most flexible, easy to use virtual modular instrument available. We've got the DCO 106 synthesizer. Again, it's trying to recreate an old days synthesizer. We've got the $25 loop store voucher. By the way, this isn't cumulative, so that means you get a $25 loop instead of a $15. So you don't get $40. Just be aware of that. And then we get a number more loops here. We get Dreamy Guitars, Study Beat Speech Phrases, Corrosive Machines, Tough Break Cyberpunk, Island Party Tools, Dark Trap, Neuro Drum and Bass, Uncharted Planets, Digital Nightmares, Broadcast Rock, Studio Breaks, Super Freak Studio, Glitch FM, Ambient House, and finally Funk Step. All for $37.84, which I'm guessing is $30 USD. realistically, if you are in the market for a DAW on Windows, this is an excellent choice. It comes with a loop library of 7,500 loops, tracks, and sound effects, and so on. And then you're adding 13,000 on top in this collection. So you're going to, out of the gate, have 20,000 loops to work with to start composing your music. And then you're going to have, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 other instruments to plug directly into it. An excellent bundle. I highly recommend it the first time around. And like I said, since that day and time, Mixcraft 9 has kind of become my personal favorite DAW. Again, I am not a musician. I'm not using this professionally. I judge it based on the ability for me, as an idiot, to pump stuff into it and get results. And the most intuitive DAW I have found as of yet is actually Mixcraft Studio 9. Now, you may be wondering, where are the repetition here? There's a lot. So, Mixcraft 8 was in the previous bundle. I think almost all of the loops we're seeing here, though, are new. So if you're in it for the loops, you are good to go. All of those loops are basically new to this one, but you will find some of the VSTs are repeats from before. Mixcraft Studio was in the previous bundle. Voltage Modular Ignite was in the bundle. So if you're here for VSTs and software, you probably want to skip this bundle because you've got it already if you got the previous bundle. If you missed the previous bundle, I highly recommend this one. It's one of those few bundles that I've actually found use for again and again, actually since purchasing it. This one and the, come on, brain. Hit Film. The Hit Film was one of the best purchases. Ditto for Luminaire. Those are 3 programs I use all the time out of bundles. So I easily recommend this one. I like Mixcraft Studio quite a bit. I don't use the loops all that much because I don't do that much music composition. But if that's your thing, if you're in the market for a bunch of loops, great bundle. If you're in the market for an entry-level DAW, you could go with the Mixcraft 8 Home Studio. And if you're looking for an intuitive DAW or digital audio workstation, I can't recommend Mixcraft 9 more. I really was impressed with it. I've never had any stability issues or problems with it or anything else. Highly recommend it. By the way, you want to check it out. Acoustica is the people that actually sell it. You're going to notice 9 is still the most current version out there. And if you want to buy it, the full commercial price is... what's this one right here? So normally $99, $75. So you're getting the entire bundle for $30 as opposed to $75. It is the most current version that they are currently selling. And as I mentioned earlier on, I highly recommend it. If you want to check it out, I did this hands-on video in which I called it Acoustica Mixcraft 9 Hands-On, a shockingly good DAW. In my opinion on that, hasn't changed. And if you go through the comments on that video, there's actually quite a few people that are also quite big fans of available in Mixcraft. I didn't show all of what's capable because generally when I do anything that involves music, a few of you die, and I hate losing subscribers to my audio-induced death. It's one of those things. And you know what, to your next of kin, I do apologize for killing some of you in the past. You know how it works. So me making audio is never really a good idea. But when I do it, Mixcraft is one of my weapons of choice. So I do highly recommend that one. And on the whole, I recommend this bundle as a result. I just, again, have to warn you one last time that this is a partial repeat. So all of the loops are new as far as I can tell, but all of the software for the most part, this is a repeat. This is a repeat. This is new. This is a repeat, this is a repeat, and this is new. So if you know that's the case, also again, if you're in it for this, you get $25 in more loops on their store. So that's actually kind of nice. And then you get a number of loops in here to work with. Generally, these are MP3 format. Sometimes they're MP3 and WAV format. And they're set up a lot of times to work with Acid software, which is a kind of a loops-driven DAW, but things have kind of moved on. You can use them. Quite obviously, everything you see here is usable in Mixcraft 9, or again, in your DAW of choice, LMMS, Reaper, you name it, you can use it. So that is the bundle. I forget what it was called at this point in time. It was the Mega Sound Designer Loop Crate Volume 2 bundle. Again, highly personally recommended, but do keep in mind, grain of salt there, I am tone deaf. and a bit of an idiot when it comes to actually making music, so my recommendation probably doesn't go that far. But if you are tone deaf and an idiot and looking for a DAW to start making music, it's a great choice, and this idiot can confirm that. All right, that's it. So that is the Mega Sound Designer Loop Crate Volume 2 bundle. What do you think? Let me know, comments down below, and I will talk to you all later. Goodbye.